Well, this is going to be like the second video posted back-to-back, so hopefully you guys enjoy the content. We reacted and watched the Nep video on stream. It's even funnier to watch again. Shout out Nep. Everybody's been having head loss in the community, and the reason everybody's been having head loss is that the grind makes no sense. The power curve makes no sense. EA wants to try to keep control of the power curve, but people have these busted Evos with World Tour Superstar, players. And at the same time, while they want to give everybody who doesn't want to spend money a lower power curve, they make the easier power curve even easier for people that spend money. They have store packs that have 7% chance of Team of the Year. When I was doing Team of the Year a couple years ago, it was Bateson and Castro spending 10, 20 grand on 100K packs, and that's it. All right? So if they really wanted to go outperform with Team of the Years, they had to spend big time. Now you got these packs in the store. You can spend $1,000. You got a 7% chance on like 20 different packs. So they made it even easier for people that spend money. And look, EA, get your bag. But we're getting to the end of the week, and today everybody was so pissed off. You'll see it on the Nepenthes video because EA didn't upgrade or update anything. They didn't put in any type of upgrade that was going to make the experience even easier. So I'm a little confused here because I'm ending the stream. I eat my lunch, regathering, trying to get my feet elevated because my blood pooling is so bad. My feet feel like they're in a freaking freezer, bro, and I got freaking 3 layers on. I got a blanket over them right now, and I see this on Twitter. All right, we're going to have an 88 to 90 pack, which I think is going to replace the 85 to 87 upgrade. And not only that, we've got an 82-25. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't know what my initial reaction is. I think my initial reaction is, oh my God. All right, because that's crazy. An 82-25. Last year we had the 82-20. And now it's got 5 extra players. So what does that say? Does that say the pack weight is worse this year, so we need the extra players? Is it because EA is releasing it one day after? So last year we got it Tuesday. And so look, EA, get your bag. I said that yesterday. Get your bag. Maybe it just takes a little while for this content team to go over SPCs, to trial it. Maybe they started seeing what the community was saying yesterday. I wasn't even asking for an 82-20. I thought the 82-20 was a little too OP last year, and I thought it kind of ruined the players into the spring. But maybe we were right all along. Maybe that's why all these SPCs are so expensive. Maybe that's why this Team of the Year isn't that good, because EA had this plan the whole time that Wednesday, they were going to do one less extra day, so it would be one less overpowered day of everybody getting Team of the Years. And by Friday, maybe with this upgrade, most people that grind it would see 1, 2, 3, or 4 Team of the Years instead of like 5 to 10 being the whole extra 24 hours to do it. I don't know. Guys, would you, I'm gonna ask you this in the comments down below. Would you even be surprised if this was all one troll? If we're logging in tomorrow and the 82-25 is 3 times repeatable? Because I wouldn't even be that surprised. Should we even get our hopes up? They haven't said it's fully repeatable yet. Should we even get our hopes up? We just got an 86 squad for a TIFO. So let's keep the perspective. It is possible that could still happen. Look, for me, I just wanted better league upgrades, ones that were a little more rewarding, league-specific, less overall players. I wasn't asking for something crazy. And so if we're assuming, which it's never good to do in real life, if we're assuming based on this information that the 82-25 is really coming out, EA's going even crazier than last year. They're going even crazier. This theoretically should be an even better pack than it was last year. It should be, okay? The 88 to 90, I guess, is probably going to be a way for you to maybe chuck your 84s. Right now, an 83 squad gives you an 85 to 87. Maybe that's going to be a place to put your 88 to, to get an 88 and a 90 rated. Maybe there's going to be some sort of requirement for the 82-25, which if it's 25 players, we are going to assume it's 2 squads. Look, for me, guys, EA's adding 5 extra players in this pack compared to last year. And they knew last year it was a mistake. So there's got to be some sort of catch here, and I just can't figure it out. Why would the 88 to 90 SPC also be coming out and added into the code tomorrow? Maybe there's going to be some really high-rated requirement on one of the squads, the 82-25. EA released a non-meta Lautaro Martinez with no good playstyles today for 300K. Are we really expecting this to be good? Is it too good to be true? That's what I'm concerned about. Last year, you have the 82-20. It's got 2 squads. You submit 22 players. Are EA going to ask for 3 squads for this 82-25, where it's going to be a lot harder to do it repeatable when you got to submit 6 more players? Well, look, it's still better than what we have, and it's still a bit of a grind. Let's get into it. We got some stuff we're going to go over here. We have some stuff we're going to go over. I did not do that right. How do I go to the next tab? Boom. So, FIFA Romania and AziFoot Trading. Okay, these 2 guys are the most reliable FIFA leakers, in my opinion. This Foot Police guy seems to get a lot of stuff right, too. When they start tweeting about something, that's when I start making a video. That's when it's probably going to likely happen. Hello, Grinders. 88 to 90 upgrade is coming as SBC, and he's not alone. Okay, so they're not alone. And look, it looks Future Stars oriented, but then so I was like, okay, that's nothing crazy. But then Foot Police says, exclusive 8225 is set to come to Ultimate Team as soon as SBC. Wednesday release date, which is tomorrow, the grind is back. And then Romania says 22 hours. And then someone else was also telling me, one of these leaker Discords was tweeting or posting that you got to buy Team of the Weeks because that's the requirements. They already know what the requirements are for this SBC. Let me tell you that. They already know these guys. Okay? So, well, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. I mean, I got to be honest, guys. This is a pretty crazy pack. An 8225. If you look at what an 8420 gives you right now with 585 or higher in the store, it's got a 1.12% chance of a Team of the Year and a 0.43 of an icon. Now, what I want to actually add here is that last year when we had the 8220, which we're going to go over in a minute, and the requirements and everything like that, right? Last year when we had that, what's interesting to me is only for an 8220, the Team of the Year odds was like, I think it was between 0.6 and 0.8, and the icon was like 0.2 to 0.4, I think, or something around there. So what's interesting to me is that EA have probably looked at that, and maybe the pack odds just generally are a little bit lower this year, because if you look at this, an 8420 with 585 or higher is still only a 1% chance of a Team of the Year. God, that's low, right? Odds-wise, I mean, you're expecting you'd probably have to open 100 of these packs to see at least one of those promo cards coming out, which that's a lot of packs. So, maybe that's why EA's done the 8225. Maybe they know that, and they're looking at that, and maybe they want to make it around the same odds or a little bit worse than it was last year, which, with the odds we had last year, the 8220, and now them releasing 8225, it looks crazier. I actually think the odds will still be a little worse than last year with the pack weight based on this pack. If we look a little bit more into the store, there's a 25-player pack, 84 or higher, with 5 guaranteed of certain stats, right? So this is an 8425. This has a 1% chance of a Team of the Year icon and a 3% chance of a Team of the Year. So this goes up quite a bit, but that's obviously because at the same time it's got pace requirements and it's 8425 instead of that last one with 8420 and then 585 or higher. So last year, the 8220, what did it require and why was it so great? You look at the price, you're like, how is it so good? Okay, you got 2 tradable packs. So here's how it worked. You had to submit 22 players. You had an 83 squad that required a Team of the Week, and then you had an 84 squad that required 186 or higher player, okay? So that's the situation that you had for this last year, okay? I don't know what that means for this year. I don't know why we have an 88 to 90 upgrade. I don't know what that means. I know that for sure this one required a Team of the Week player and an 83. So as you can see, the Team of the Week was the main culprit of why it was expensive. Team of the Weeks right now, they're not expensive. People have tons of Team of the Weeks. And I've been saying to EA, it's quite fishy that how many Team of the Weeks have been spawning in my packs the last day or two. Way more than the previous week. So I'd been thinking maybe we were going to get something today requiring Team of the Weeks, but they definitely buffed the pack weight on that. They think we can't see them. I can see them, and I know it's been going on. So definitely tomorrow, expect Team of the Week requirements in this SBC. I have a sneaky suspicion that it's going to be an 83 and like an 85, and that 85 is going to require like 188 or higher player. Look, if EA drops an 86 squad and like an 83 squad, it's going to be cooked because it's not going to be it's going to be repeatable, which is maybe what EA wanted to be, but not the insaneness of last year. It's going to be a lot harder to still get those 86s and 85s because when you open an 8225, you're going to expect probably at least half the pack is 82s, at least. So 12 players right away, boom, are 82s. For the 83 squad, you're hoping you could get a Team of the Week out of it. What you can do and what you'll learn here, right? So look at last year. You get 20 players back. You got to submit 22. But what do you notice here? You get a premium gold pack. That gives you 3 players at minimum. You get a 2 players pack. One of them is gold, I believe. So you get 4 gold players. This might not be guaranteed, but you'll get 3 or 4 gold players back. So that's how it stayed sustainable. How to build a Team of the Week stash? Well, the goal of it last year, too, is to stack and to stash Team of the Weeks, right? So that was a big deal last year as well. So we go over to like expired. If we look up Team of the Week, you guys will see. I think it was a player pick that was out during Team of the Year. I could be wrong. But again, it was one of those. I think it was a player pick. I think it was this one. I think. I'm not 100%. And what did this require? 4 84s and then, an 83 squad. So that's how you gathered the Team of the Weeks. This was only like 10 or 15K when this pack was out. People were paying on the market 30K, I think, or 25K for team of the weeks. Like, it was so absurd because of how good the pack was, how much people were paying. If we pull up like a random team of the week here, right? We go rating, we go, oh, this is going to be, is this FC20? Okay, we got to change this. Hold on. FC25. We go team of the weeks. Guys, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this tomorrow. Okay, team of the weeks, low to high. We're going to go look at, like, who was an earlier team of the week here? I think he was early on, right? And my graphs are all messed up, guys. How do I get my other graph, guys? I'm trying to be, like, really helpful here with looking at prices. What is going on here? How do I see daily, hourly? What is going on here? Maybe we change it? Console? Console going to show us a better graph? So, you can see here, and then boom, right? This is the spike, I believe, that was going on during the 82. You can see they went up a little bit every day. They jumped from 15 to 22K. So I'm not saying something like that is necessarily going to happen. The pack weight is pretty good. The SBC is going to be out probably for, it's going to be out for a full less day unless EA let it go into Future Stars, which based on Future Stars it looks crazy. The rewards look crazy. You know, this has massive potential to leave a better spot on the Team of the Year promo. Because majority of people that play FIFA nowadays are RTG players. So people have been really upset because we've got like literally 1 in 10,000 odds. It's not even just bad odds. It's like no participation odds if you want to do packs all day. So at least you're going to walk away with a chance to get something and do a bit of a fun grind at the end of Team of the Year. You know, the best way that I would run into the expectations tomorrow, and I want to show you guys my YouTube video from last year. I want to see if I went over and put next the odds. But what you guys can see is that, you know, you're going to get your 86 or higher player because you're going to get a walkout, especially in an 82-25. You're going to get a walkout. So that will make that a little bit easier. And then you're going to notice, obviously, you need the 83. We've got all these 83s. And then you can see what I've highlighted here is that I've got the 75 player pick. Maybe just on the case that I need to, like, you know, get some comments, chuck those in and get maybe another player. You can see how we're sorting it, and we'll do a tutorial, guys. But this was the layout of it last year. This is how you make these. You kind of open a bunch. You stack them up. You got to go through every now and then and open these gold packs to replenish. But it truly is repeatable when it goes this way. And I'm just sitting here, guys. I'm just sitting here, and I'm wondering, and did I get a flare here? And there you can see, there you can see Saliba, right? So this was popping out Team of the Years, man. A lot of grind needed for this. There was hours. I went 4 hours without getting one. But it gives you a good chance at seeing Team of the Years, guys. It really does. We're going to have one full less day of it. And my $1 million question, we don't know 100%. We don't know 100% right now. But I'm like, what is the catch? Because I feel like there's got to be a catch with this tomorrow. That's an honorable mention. Pajor and Musiala. Look, I've been saying that I think this is not a bad idea. I think EA maybe went a little crazy for this. But I'm thinking they know what they're doing. Last year, I'm pretty sure they released it as an accident. So now they know what they're doing, okay? Whether they wanted to debate everybody today or is the plan to make it one less day all along, I'm pretty sure EA has a plan here. I don't know how this is going to go down. I don't know what the requirements are going to be. If it's anything like the SBC player requirements, it's going to be freaking cooked. You know, I think there's no way they're going to, at this point, keep trying to piss us all off. The 86 squad for a TIFO was enough. We got Matt HD Gamer and the Bentas putting F words in their YouTube titles. Not Net, but Matt did today. Net put piss, and he's just been freaking depressed on his videos. So I'm hoping for good news. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together. 88 to 90 coming with this makes me think that there's going to be some higher rated requirement or something going on there. Maybe in that 85 squad or 84 squad, it's going to be like 188 or higher player. I don't know. You know, is EA going to drop an 86 squad? It's tough to say, right? Because this is what EA's got to understand too, and this is what they don't understand with gameplay. They need to prepare for the future. So if you go look at SBCs right now, let's pull up like Dumarnay, right? An 86 squad is 33K. Okay? An 86 squad is 33K with a team of the week, I believe. Okay? That's going to go up like crazy tomorrow. So you can't look at that right now and be like, "Oh, yeah, you know, yeah." I mean, that's the thing. You can't look at it like that. I think there's got to be a catch here with this SBC tomorrow. I don't know if the leakers have been, you know, posting any updates, but I think it's going to be, oh, what is this? Okay, 88 to 90 upgrade, 82 to 25, 83 10. 82 25 is also a swaps token, guys. It's also a swaps token. 83 10 upgrade is going to be out tomorrow as well. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. So we're going to have to see tomorrow what this is saying. It should be pretty similar to the 82-20. I just feel like there's going to be a catch. I really do. I feel like this is too good to be true. And I think with how Team of the Year has gone, EA is going to debate us. Like, EA, you haven't released this yet. If you're watching this video, nobody wants the 82-25 3 times. Nobody. So don't be dropping this. You know the whole community is going to see the leaks. And don't be putting this out like 10 times tomorrow for 2 days. That would be unacceptable. Okay? You guys don't even drop new upgrades on Wednesdays. So make it repeatable. Let everybody at this point just have a fun 2 days to forget about how crap this promo was and carry the vibes for your own sanity, for your own dollar amounts for future stars that people are more excited with the cool new FUT Champs changes you've made because they are good and the Academy Evos and the icon swaps. Guys, 22 hours until this is out. Time will tell what this is going to look like. I don't know what to expect. I think there's going to be a catch. If you wanted to go into it expecting it's repeatable and be a little ahead of the curve, I would say it's probably best to stock up on Team of the Weeks and just try to keep your club stocked with an initial event of being able to submit 83, 84, 85, and 86s ready to go into SBCs. That probably is the way you should be looking at it. There's probably going to be a catch. You know, even if there is, if you told me I could make 500 of these in 2 days and I had to spend 500K to keep the grind alive and buy fodder players, I'd be okay with that. I have a sneaky suspicion it's not going to be repeatable. But let's see. I just feel like how this, if I'm going to go by the trend of how this has been going, EA's just been trolling us the whole time. So why would they stop trolling us? Anyways, let's see what happens.